Time now for your forewarned weather.
Wow, what a great day to be outside today. Perfect weather for Memorial Day.
We
right?
love it.
Yeah, we love when the weather cooperates on holidays, especially ones like that, mark the unofficial start of summer.
Right?
Yeah, and it definitely started feeling like summer out there today. Really, really warm, especially down in the south. They hit the mid-90s. Up here, we were in the 80s, which is still pretty warm, but overall, a really nice Memorial Day. Maybe you went out and took some pictures, saw the sunset. These are some pictures that were taken from the Payson Cemetery. Arwen and Kiri Myers, thank you guys for sending this our way. Really pretty shots there. I maybe should go check that out myself. Really nice day to be out, not only up in Payson, but Black Desert as well. This time lapse shows we didn't have a whole lot of moisture going on, but we did have a beautiful sunset going on. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous sunset from the north all the way down to the south. Radar shows that the moisture has since cleared on out for the most part, although as we zoom in here to the West Desert, we have a couple of showers towards Wendover, a little bit just to the east of Elko, but nothing too serious, and it's just a drizzle at best, and that's going to continue to simmer on down throughout the rest of the night. High temperatures since midnight running well above average. The average for this time of year in Salt Lake is 77 degrees, so we're 8 degrees above average. We had 80s across the board, only a couple of 70s in Wyoming. 93 degrees was the high in St. George today, so a pretty toasty Memorial Day. Now, right now, we are cooling down, but it is still warm. 75 degrees at 10-17 at night. That's pretty warm. 68 degrees up in Cache Valley. We have 60s down I-15, 70 degrees for Cedar City. St. George still sitting at a toasty 86. By midnight, we're still going to be hanging on to the upper 60s here along the Wasatch Front with partly cloudy skies holding into the morning. And eventually, we're going to drop into the 50s, and 61 degrees is where we'll be by 5 a.m. It'll cool down another hour or two after that, and then start warming back up once the sun comes up with mostly clear skies. Just a couple of cirrus clouds are expected, so not going to be providing much shade, but by the afternoon, we could get a little uptick in moisture, especially towards the higher terrain. Our precipitation potential shows that it's going to be similar today or tomorrow as it was today, with rain really favoring the higher terrain, and even not that much, just a couple of showers. Our futurecast will show you what I'm talking about here. It's going to walk us through the next couple of days. I'm going to pause this right at lunchtime. You notice the showers starting to pop up at 1 o'clock in the higher terrain. And the model, it gets a little bit excited about the rain in the valleys. I think it's a little too excited. I suspect that a lot of this is going to be virga, which is when it evaporates before reaching the ground. And then it clears on out overnight before daytime heating adds extra energy, and we start to see it again. That's what we call a diurnal pattern, with the daytime heating as the lift, and it allows it to tap into that moisture and develop some showers and thunderstorms. But again, it's going to be mostly in the higher terrain, although we can't rule out a couple of showers towards the Wasatch Front as well. Just a slight chance, just a very slight chance, but we want to keep you forewarned just in case. We have high pressure in place, but we have a little low pressure system that's going to sneak under that ridge, as well as a little disturbance that's going to be moving through Colorado. And we could get a couple of showers, which you saw in our futurecast, but the heat is already here and it's not going anywhere just yet. As a matter of fact, it's only going to get hotter, especially on the latter half of the work week. High pressure ridge continues to build. The storm system staying up to the north of us, that's acting as a storm block. However, this high pressure ridge is going to flatten, and we have a storm system coming in from the north and a low pressure system coming in from the south. That's going to bring Pacific moisture and cooler air. It'll work together to bring more widespread unsettled weather over the Great Basin region that would include us here in the Beehive State. And it's going to get very, very hot before that. That's what we call the warm before the storm. And on Saturday, we could be breaking records. We are forecasted to tie the record high. And on Friday, we'll be getting pretty close, but it's not looking like it will break it as of right now. Regional forecast shows that tomorrow we're going to be a few degrees warmer than we were today, with 80s across the state, 90s in Moab, Lake Powell, and St. George. Green River also will be getting into the 90s. Next 7 days in St. George, they just get warmer. 98 degrees by Thursday. It is possible that we hit triple digits on Thursday. We can't rule it out. But if not Thursday, then Friday is our best chance with 102 degrees. 104 degrees on Saturday. That'll be peak heating for St. George. That's only 1 degree shy of the record set 115 years ago. Then we have some isolated showers starting to roll on through southern Utah by this time next week. Slight chance on Tuesday and Wednesday along the Wasatch Front, but it's a very slight chance. The most moisture is just going to be a slight uptick in some clouds, a mix of sun and clouds. 90s by Friday. If not Friday, then definitely Saturday. And we'll be tying the record on Sunday before scattered thunderstorms and cooler temperatures return on Monday.
Wow. Okay. Welcome to the season.
I love unofficial summer. It's